What's up, America? Welcome back to Doge News, where we talk about all the wasteful spending and fraud stopped by the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge. So, over the last 2 days, Doge terminated 226 wasteful contracts with a value of $1.03 billion, including a $5.4 million IRS contract, quote, exploring emerging issues within the IRS, and also $20,000 for understanding bias to unleash potential. Another 701 wasteful diversity, equity, and inclusion grants were canceled, including one that was $203 million for building racial equity in marine sciences. Yes, building racial equity in marine sciences. Now we're talking about a government push that's trying to stop unemployment benefits going to illegal aliens. Why the fuck would they ever be getting unemployment benefits? The fuck? So they've also canceled a contract for, quote, population consequences of the disturbances of the humpback whales in the context of climate change. That was canceled. So you guys remember how a bunch of people over the age of 120 were getting Social Security benefits? Yeah, not anymore. 11 million people that fell under that have now been marked as deceased. Because, of course, they weren't people. They were over 120 years old. That was fraud, of course. Of course, we have a $50,000 contract that was canceled for consulting services to provide facilitation and collaborative problem-solving services. They also canceled $995,000 for Black, Indigenous, and person of color culinary programs. Guess white people weren't allowed to cook. And of course, canceling $625,000 for a Russia Far East Biodiversity Partnership. Now, of course, the Department of Justice canceled a $2 million grant for, quote, national listening sessions of individuals with lived experiences. Holy fuck, I'm in the wrong business. $695,000 was canceled for, quote, a parallel convergent mixed method case study research designed to assist the efficacy of police departments' LGBTQ liaison services, end quote. $250,000 was canceled for, quote, working with incarcerated transgender individuals, providing gender-affirming care to include housing in gender-appropriate facilities, end quote. Then, of course, $1 million was canceled for anti-racist teacher leadership for statewide transformation. And 470,000 fraudulent government credit cards have been deactivated. So there were people in the government that found out how to turn off the safety features for credit cards for the government, and they were buying things like jewelry and vacations on your tax dollar dime. That's been canceled, but apparently there's still 4.6 million active accounts to go through. Oh, and that includes travel expenses. They were taking vacations on your taxpayer dollars too. Hey, did you know that people that worked in these offices were also using government funds to commission art to put up in their own offices, and they were commissioning their family members to do that? Yeah, that's just happening as well.